very minor things I have seen doing all those successful people, like waking up at the same time, whatever they fix for themselves,
Hmm.
having a proper to do list, having a proper diet, having a proper routine, drinking water, doing exercise, reading 10 minutes every day. Now, 10 minutes.
I believe in energy. I do believe in God. And some people call it universe, energy, manifestation. What do you think? Are these things are different from each other? You are an eloquent English speaker, I must say, but still we feel always that we want to, level up our English or whatever. So what are the things you do to improve your level? So, what is the change do you feel in your personality in these 3 or 4 years ever since you have started your YouTube channel and having these conversations and all? What do you think? Can we learn English by watching movies and all?
Being a girl, being a woman, being like how to be independent, how to be strong, how to say no confidently. A lot of things I think I have learned from people. It's my pleasure to be here. Yes, it was very relaxing and smooth conversation. I loved talking to you, and you have a very smooth and sweet voice. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well too. Thanks for asking. And thank you so much for taking out your precious time for this conversation. And I
It's my
welcome you
pleasure.
on my YouTube channel, Akanksha's English Hub.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's my pleasure to be here.
And I'm very excited and thrilled to have this conversation with you. When we spoke last time, it was also a very good conversation. I learned many things from you. And
Right.
so tell me, how is your day going so far?
Mm, the day was relaxing and productive at the same time, so it's going good. Yeah,
Oh, what a great combination, I would say. Relaxing plus productive. How is it so?
right. Um, in the morning, I just did a little bit work, but then in the afternoon, I took the rest also, so I can say that it's like going great. What about yours?
Yeah, it was fine, I would say. Not a lot productive and
Mhm.
not
Okay.
hectic as well. Like I'm a homemaker, so I did a bit of household chores and I spent
Hmm.
some time with my daughter. So yeah, that's what I did today.
Okay.
So you take session as well, right? You teach spoken English.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you it must be very difficult for you to take time for conversation as well, is it?
No, it's not that much difficult. I'm not a person who posts every day. I'm
Mhm.
like thrice a week. So it's quite manageable. Like if you take one session a day, like for a conversation, it would be then fine. You would be able to manage. Yeah.
Hmm. And since you have been doing it for so long, so now maybe you have become very habitual of doing it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to know that as you are an advanced English speaker, so what are the things you do to improve your level? Uh, you are an eloquent English speaker, I must say, but still we feel always that we want to, level up our English or whatever. So what are the things you do to improve your level?
Uh, First, I think I'm not the advanced speaker as you leveled. But for my improvement, these days I do shadowing. In
Okay.
between, I stopped doing it. So this is one I follow. Shadowing, it doesn't only help me in pronunciation, but it helps me in advanced strength structure too. So that is why I follow one. And another is reading. I want to follow writing also on a regular basis, but it's still something that I'm struggling with.
Mhm.
Like everybody, when starts with any practice, whether it is writing, reading, or speaking, we don't enjoy much, so we don't find that very much fascinating and interesting.
Mhm.
The same thing is happening with me. Like I started reading. I initially didn't enjoy, but then I forced myself. Then I found interest in reading. The same happened with speaking also. Now I enjoy speaking. But still, I didn't find that spark in writing when I
Mhm.
write. So that is why I'm not able to maintain the consistency with writing. But on and off, I do writing also.
Okay.
And whenever I get extra time also, and while reading, I try going through a new words, a
Hmm.
bit new words which I can use while speaking. Yeah, so these are few things that I do.
Hmm. And I think consistency also plays a very vital role, whatever you are doing. If you're consistent, then you can achieve certain level. Like with me, I have quit a lot of time. So because of that, I feel like when I restart, I struggle a lot. But because you
Hmm.
have been very consistent with it, so obviously it becomes easy to grab things as well when you learn new vocabularies and all, right? Uh,
Hmm.
and as you said that you are doing shadowing, uh, like have you been following shadowing tech from your initial stage or do you do it now?
Initially, when I started speaking, I didn't pay attention to shadowing because I was not that much, aware of the pronunciation. But later, a lot of tutors suggested me. So I think after a year, I started doing shadowing, but in between, then I stopped it. Again, it's quite difficult to maintain the consistency. So now I have to remind myself that I have to do, because it's very easy for us to get distracted whenever we had time. We have phones around us and we pick and we forget that, okay, something essential is there, some practices are there that you have to do. So I have to remind myself. So what happened when I started, I used to make to do lists also for myself to maintain a routine. In between, I stopped making to do lists for me. I became, I think, a little lethargic at this. But now, every day, going before going to bed, I try making to do lists for myself so I can have that tracker that, okay, I have to do shadowing. So in between, I stopped, but now I'm doing it consistently, but not in the beginning. So maybe I would say when I started improving my English, I started working on myself. After that, I guess after 1 year, I incorporated shadowing practice.
Actually, and I can see that because I've been following you for so long, so I know that initially there was a bit MTI, mother
Hmm.
tongue
Yeah,
influence there
right.
was, and now your accent has improved a lot. So yes, it may be because of the shadowing technique. And
Hmm.
it's been 1.5 months since I am trying to do shadowing because I have never done it, and a lot of people were suggesting. Actually, I had a conversation with Ram. Ram, you already know him. So I had a
Mm-hmm.
conversation with him, and he also suggested me that you should try shadowing because it's a great method to improve pronunciation and everything. So I thought, but I was also very lazy to do shadowing because I get
Hmm.
very distracted very easily while watching anything. So I just indulge myself in watching that particular thing and I forgot that I need to shadow this thing, right? So it was
Hmm.
difficult for me, but initially I started and I feel like it's a great technique to improve your pronunciation, intonation, rhythm, and everything. But again, I recently I have also quit again. Sometimes I do, but because of time constraints, to be honest, because I have a daughter as well, so because of that, I don't get that much time to do everything. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think it's a great method to improve your pronunciation and everything, fluency as well.
Absolutely. It helps in fluency, MTI, sentence structure.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. And you become active listener, because when you
yeah.
have to do the shadowing, you have to listen to the person very carefully. So you
Mhm.
become a great listener, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Earlier, I used to think that shadowing means you have to immediately say whatever they are saying, but then I understood that this is not what shadowing means. Like you have to listen them carefully and then you have to repeat. So initially, I
Hmm.
was doing this mistake. I was speaking just after them again and like very fluently, speedily, I would say, and that way I was not getting their intonation and rhythm and everything. But then I understood by myself that I have to first listen them carefully and then I have to shadow them. So
Hmm.
yeah. Hmm.
Right.
Yes, and okay, okay. So I have a question for you actually. Since you have been doing this thing for so long, YouTube and conversation and everything, it's been 3 or 4 years, right? You are on YouTube.
Right.
Yes, so I have a
More than three
question.
years.
Mhm. So, what is the change do you feel in your personality in these 3 or 4 years, ever since you have started your YouTube channel and having these conversations and all?
Hmm. Okay, I think in these 4 years, my overall personality has changed a lot. The mindset I started with, though it was right then also, like I had kind of a thought to just improve and work on myself, but I didn't have the clarity which I have now because of the constant practice. And maybe after 3 years, I got that what I want to do and why I want to do. So I think this clarity came from this journey itself and from YouTube itself. Earlier, I was just, when I started, I had this only one thought that I am going to work on myself and I'm going to improve my English. Are you getting any background noise from my side?
No, no, I can't hear anything.
Okay, so this is one another, as I said, mindset, and the third one is my personality altogether. Earlier, I was not that kind of person, the way I am now. And yes, the main thing that I started working upon was my English and the way I speak and the way I present. So it has improved already a lot. Back then, when I started, I used to make a lot of mistakes in grammar also. I was struggling with a lot of patterns while speaking, and I struggled to present whatever the thoughts were there, whatever I wanted to say. I used to struggle a lot, so I think that problem is not anymore there. So I can easily express my opinions, my needs, and perception. So I think everything is changed a lot in the last 3 years. And then personally in life also, I have learned a lot of lessons from many people because this journey gave me the chance to interact with people from diverse backgrounds and diverse, work professions. And I got a chance also to train and help people also from a beginner to upper intermediate level, and from every age group, like not kids particularly, but college students and then working professionals, and even for preparing interview. And I have even students who are 50 plus. So
Mm.
I learned a lot of things from them, being a girl, being a woman, being like how to be independent, how to be strong, how to say no confidently. A lot of things I think I have learned from people. So I think I have learned a lot from these people and from this journey.
Yes, I can understand this thing, and it shows in your entire, like whenever I watch your videos, it completely shows in your journey, right? It's very visible in your YouTube. I just feel like how these small changes which we do in our day-to-day life, how these small changes our personality and our mindset. Sometimes, like because it happens with me as well. When I started learning English language, I inculcated some good habits in my life, and these small habits has really helped me to the way I see my life, the way I like connect with people, and about a lot of things about my mindset. And that time I was not aware that these things are like I am changing these things in myself as well, like by reading good books and by watching valuable content and by connecting with people and learning from them. That time I've never thought that these are the things which I am improving in myself as well. So when I see my 1 or 2 year back self, I feel like by doing just very simple things, I've really learned a lot of things, right? uh, just by reading books and all, because I was also very underconfident and introvert person, but now I have become very comfortable in myself, and I have learned a lot of things about mindset and how our mindset plays a vital role in how we see our life and all. So these are the things which I
Hmm.
learned by very doing very small things. And I
Yeah.
like to share these things to a lot of people, because I feel like some people are struggling in their life. They feel like, why are we feeling so negative about certain things? And sometimes I feel like I want to share all these things, that these are only very minor things which we can do in our life, and we can see our life in a beautiful way, right?
Hmm. Right. Many people feel that the super successful people have done something crazy. No, they are just disciplined and consistent with small habits where we
Absolutely.
lack. And we easily ignore them just by being distracted and being indulged in that social media and these things. And very minor things I have seen doing all those successful people, like waking up at the same time whatever they fix for themselves.
Hmm.
Having a proper to do list, having a proper diet, having a proper routine, drinking water, doing exercise, reading 10 minutes every day. Now, 10 minutes is not a big thing, but every
Absolutely.
successful person would read for 10 to 15 minutes, just even one blog of somebody they are following or they are inspired by. So it's very small, but we ordinary people have the kind of mindset that maybe all these successful people have done something great or bigger which we cannot do, or we don't have that. No, we also have that. Everybody starts from scratch, everybody starts from the same place, and only thing that makes a difference in people's life, in their life, who are successful, is that discipline, the consistency they maintain in small habits.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Earlier, I used to feel that the people who are very successful, they must have some extraordinary abilities or anything. They must
Hmm.
think in a that way. They have a very good background. Maybe this could be the reason. But now I have a very good, I would say this is a good habit to observe people. And whenever I see someone doing great in their life, I feel like, what are they doing in their life? And I observe
Hmm.
people a lot. So whatever I observe, I feel like it is very difficult to be consistent and disciplined, and this is what they are doing. We
Hmm.
are ordinary because we are not following the discipline, we are not consistent.
Right.
It is very difficult, even though it is very small. Like if you say that
Hmm.
I'm going to do exercise for 10 minutes every single day, 10 minutes is not a lot, but doing every single day, it's a bit difficult. To maintain
Hmm.
that consistency, it's a bit difficult. And that's where we lack,
Right.
right? Uh,
Hmm.
I have understood this thing, but I know that we should not. Sometimes I feel that I know these things, but I'm not successful, obviously. But I feel like I'm learning these things slowly and gradually by doing these simple things. Like ever since I started
Hmm.
this learning journey, English learning journey, it has improved my personality and all these things just by doing these small small things like reading and watching some good stuff instead of watching anything like scrolling and all, right? Whenever I learn English, I feel like I should watch movies and series to learn English, and then I
Hmm.
watch those movies, and obviously maybe I'm getting doing my listening practice by watching those movies. But what happens is that whenever I heard those sentences and English expressions and all, I feel like, okay, I'm going to use these expression while having conversation with someone, but I never use those words and those expression because I'm too indulged in watching that particular thing. Maybe I'm just
Hmm.
entertaining myself. I never really use them. So these days I've stopped doing it. I'm not doing anything just for the sake of entertainment, because I feel like for me, I'm feeling like I'm learning something, but I'm not learning any single thing from those videos. So this is something which I've stopped doing these days. What do you think? Can we learn English by watching movies and all?
Mm. Yeah, here I agree that by watching movies, web series, we can learn even faster. That is just my personal experience and opinion. Because I see a little difference in me when I am continuously watching any web series, which I see when I don't watch, I lack in. I don't know how it works. I know don't pay attention that much, but yes, it happens. When I am watching any web series or continuously watching Netflix, there
Hmm.
is a little change in the way I speak. There is always something that I can feel that, okay, a little higher level I can feel in my speaking, which I am not able to feel when I don't watch and consume content over Netflix. That is something these days I'm not doing.
What do you watch,
So
by the way?
yes, it's been now a long time, I guess. Last I watched the Stranger Things last season.
Okay. Hmm.
That I watched. After that, I didn't watch anything on Netflix. So in between, there was time when I was going through a lot of health issues related to ears first. So I stopped using earphone. And when I'm not using earphone, I don't watch much. Like I'm not the habit of watching something without earphones. So I stopped watching much. That is why I stopped even shadowing also and doing so. I was using only earphone for speaking purpose. So that is why I'm not watching these days anything. Whenever I get time, I just go through some YouTube videos. That's it. But yes, in my personal journey, web series and movies helped a lot. And we can learn even the, day to day regular English, because that's not planned. That's not the lesson. That's not that they are going to teach you. So, whatever comes, that comes like naturally, how we watch movies in Hindi and how we learn Hindi from serials and movies, people who don't know. So, because that's a real drama that is happening, the real things are happening. So, we learn naturally by observing, and we learn at the same time. When we are watching Netflix, it means you are giving the exposure to your ears the exact pronunciation.
Hmm.
So
That,
any word which is new also for you, or any word that you know already and have been using the incorrect pronunciation, you would get to know the right one. And without even paying attention, you would correct it. You would not realize. That happened with me.
yeah.
I corrected a lot of things, but without even realizing. But when I started, I was not that much, again, enthusiastic about watching web series, but I had to push myself. I had to force myself to watch. Gradually, I started enjoying also. And now I enjoy their accent, their English, the way they speak. Sometimes it's quite difficult to understand when you take a break also. I still struggle. So then I have to pay attention to it much. After 2 to 3 days, I become habitual of listening to their accent. Then it becomes easier for me to understand. But yes, it is difficult. But if we maintain consistency in this also, it adds value. That's my personal experience. I don't know about others, but yes, it has. And I have heard from many people also that these things have helped them, like by watching movies and web series. And even as I have done my graduation in Korean, so I met a lot of people who started their, graduation in Korean language. I went accidentally, like I just wanted to explore, but there were many students, my seniors and juniors, who used to talk about K dramas a lot. And they shared that why they were interested doing their uh, higher education in Korean because of these things. So they were very good at speaking Korean just because of K
Watch.
dramas, because they were into K dramas like crazy all the time. Whenever they had free time after college and before joining even college, they were into K dramas. So they understood already a lot of things. They knew the right accent, pronunciation of a lot of words, and that is why they had the fluency also in Korean. And then even our professors asked us also to watch K dramas. So I
Yeah.
think that impacts, that is why it is suggested.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I completely agree that it helps you to do your listening practice and you learn new words and you
Hmm.
learn how to pronounce certain words because it has helped me as well to pronounce words correctly. And whatever I
Hmm.
speak and the way I speak, it's all because of I consume English content. But the thing which I must have picked wrong thing to watch to learn English because I watch Friends series and they don't really use very good words which I can use in everyday English or conversations.
Hmm.
They use a bit absurd English, I would say, because obviously it's the series is comedy
Hmm.
genres, obviously, and the few words are very advanced, which I don't even understand sometimes, and maybe this could be the another reason why I am not able to use those words. So yeah,
Hmm.
it helps me a lot to listening practice. But when it comes to speaking and using those words, that time I feel a bit like I'm not able to use
Hmm.
those words. So yeah, completely agree that it does help to build a fluency as
Yeah.
well because when you do listening good, you speak fluently as well.
Hmm. Only irritating thing can be for someone if someone is going to watch a movie or web series with this expectation that I would learn. So
Mm,
the person would not carry for a long period of time. He would go or watch it in order to see if he can see any improvement in just one movie or one web series. That's not possible. Because in
yeah.
one or two, you would struggle to understand their accent,
Hmm.
vocabulary, get interest in it. So you would struggle already, and you cannot go and open the dictionary again and again to check the vocabulary.
Absolutely.
So initially, for 5 web series, you would struggle a lot with vocabulary, but after that, the words get repeated if you are
Yeah.
constantly watching. So once you are consistent with it, you would start understanding everything gradually, and then you would be even able to recall words also. The same happens with reading also, right? When you are just reading one book and you feel that, okay, let's see if that can help me. No, only one book cannot help you to learn English. You have to maintain a consistency and you have to become a regular reader of books. And every time when you are reading something and you are reading for the very first time, you would come across a lot of words in just 2 pages, but you cannot
Yeah,
open dictionary to check the meanings.
absolutely.
At the same time, when you continue with it, like initially you would have a lot of new words, but gradually that would reduce and you would find less new words, and all the words would be repeated in a lot of books, and gradually you would pick them naturally. So I think these things happen, and initially it is irritating when you don't understand.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so since we are talking about books, and you have also inculcated the habit of reading, so so far, what is your favorite book, which you consider that it has really helped me to learn and everything?
I think there are many books who are helping me and have helped me a lot in this journey. And mostly my favorite genre is non-fiction, self-help books. I like very much. There are many, I would say. I can take name of all because I like all of them, because I first go through when I purchase, just I go through the author and recommendations and views, and then I purchase. So I picked already all the books which I knew that I would like them,
Mhm.
except books related to money, which is like Psychology of Money, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I purchased them, but I didn't read. Then I got to know that I don't like these books, but yes. So, Four Agreements is very easy, simple, small
Okay.
book. That's what I liked.
Hmm.
And Attitude is Everything, which
Hmm.
also is very thin, but it is very helpful and great book. Then Everyday Hero Manifesto of Robin Sharma.
Oh,
Very
yes.
small advices he has shared in that book. Very small things you can incorporate from each book, and that makes your life easier. So that is also very helpful. Then, in order to figure out what you want to do, if you are passionate or what you should follow and all, so Ikigai is something that I
Hmm.
liked very much. And for small habits, Atomic Habit for sure.
Yeah, Atomic Habit and Ikigai, I have heard about it. Uh, Atomic Habit, I have read as well, but the
Mm,
other books I haven't read. So I will
okay.
definitely go and check it out because I am also into self-help books. Uh, the
Mm,
first self-help book which I've read is this Power of Your Subconscious Mind because everyone was talking about it. So I thought, okay, let's do it. And I think it's a good
hmm.
start to read your journey. It's a good book if you really want to inculcate the habit of reading. If you don't have any problem with understanding English and all, so I think it's a great book. Yeah.
When you don't have any problem in understanding, then it's a great one. But if somebody has problem in understanding also, in comprehension also, then it's a bit, it's the language is like
Tricky.
intermediate level.
Hmm.
Uh, then in that case, I also started with the Power of Subconscious Mind and even the Secret book, which is related to the law of attraction. That's also very easy and great one, I would say. So
Hmm.
people can start with that too.
Yeah. And you do believe in law of attraction, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to know because I've heard a lot of time on your videos that you believe in manifestation and all. Do you believe in God
Hmm.
as well?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. Yes, I worship and I even keep. I do fasting also on
Hmm.
Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday. Yes.
Oh, that's a good habit, I would say. Uh, so what do you think that because there are a lot of names for these things. Like I believe in energy, I do believe in God, and some people call it universe, energy, manifestation. What do you think? Are they these things are different from each other? What is your point of view?
They are not different. The names are different. We have given the name according to our preferences and all. These are the names, not the thing different. I think thing is only one, that is energy.
Yes.
So you can call it anything.
Absolutely. I also believe because sometimes I question myself that uh, because to be honest, I don't have a lot of knowledge about manifestation, but I do believe in God. I feel like I have the faith that whatever, if I am in a difficult situation, I feel like there is energy in the form of God who is going to protect me. So this is my
Hmm.
faith for God. A lot of people
Yeah.
can say this thing like universal energy or anything whatever they feel like, and then we call that manifestation. I believe manifestation is also faith, that we believe that everything is going to be good in with ourselves. So I think it's
Hmm.
all about faith, right? I
Yeah.
personally feel
Right.
everything is faith, and
Hmm.
faith word is very strong. Like if you have faith, you can, and faith can have in any form. Like if you believe in God, it means also
Hmm.
faith. If you believe in manifestation, it is also faith. If you believe in energies, this is also faith, right?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
They are all one, and whatever you believe in, just believe strongly. Yeah, but should not believe in negative, because yes,
Yeah.
everything has its opposite also,
Hmm.
but depends that what we believe in.
Yeah. Yes. In fact, I have read this thing in my this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, that whatever you're saying, you should be careful about it, because either you say positive or negative, your subconscious mind is always listening actively. And if your idea is positive, whether negative, it is going to accept your idea immediately. So you should be careful about that. So
True, that's true, because the subconscious is not able to recognize whether false or true, negative,
yeah.
positive. It would just react
Hmm.
whatever you feed to it.
Yes, these are the things which I've learned now, since I started reading habit. So these are the things which I've learned now. Earlier, I was a very negative person, and as I always love to share this thing with others as well, who I feel like, if I feel like someone is dealing with negative thoughts and all, I feel like I want to tell them that stop thinking this way, but I feel like what if they feel people are not going to believe me or anything. But sometimes I feel like it really impacts your entire life. And I don't even, okay, maybe we are in delusional, maybe it is not true or whatever, but our faith has the power to make everything real, right? So we should have
True.
some good faith. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And it becomes suffocating for us when we come across such situation where people are negative. Once we are changing our frequency, our energy.
Mm.
But yes, we also have tried at our home that mostly female are negative towards a lot of things, as they worry a lot about, even very small thing
Yeah,
make
that's true.
seems bigger to them.
Hmm.
So if somebody doesn't, come back home early, they would start thinking in a negative way.
Same. It's
They
my
would start
mummy.
assuming something.
Yes.
Everybody's mama is like that. So,
I
yeah,
argue with my mummy a lot. Like I, whenever we are having conversation, I said, I just say that don't say this thing again and again. It is not going to
hmm,
happen. Just stop. So
yeah,
sometimes I scold my mummy. I try to
hmm,
make her understand that these are the things which we should not say these things. But
hmm,
now she understand, and she does not speak with me like this, because she knows that if she'll say, I'm going to scream and scold her. So she has become a bit, but earlier it was like, obviously everyone's mama is like this, I feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we also have asked my mama a lot of times to change the way she thinks,
Hmm.
particularly the negative thinking she has related to everything. And whenever we have to go somewhere, she is like, she is one who gets worried a lot about everything.
Hmm.
We all are relaxed, we all don't think much about, but she gets easily. So now, after saying a lot of multiple times, we repeated in front of her, then she
Hmm.
is now she has changed a bit. Earlier it was not the case, it was opposite. Still she has, and
Hmm.
I we feel that it came from our grandmother. So
Yeah.
maternal grandmother, she
Hmm.
it came from there. She is also like that. Even
Yes.
though my aunt is not, my aunt is quite different.
Hmm.
But my mama and my grandmother are same.
Yeah.
So then we put a lot of effort into it. uh, Everybody, my siblings, I, my father, and now we somewhere are aligned.
But because you are in the majority, so definitely she will understand. Yeah, it
Hmm.
happens, right? So I think we should wind it up. And it was really lovely conversation. And I'm truly thankful for your precious time. I know it must be very difficult for you to give your time to other YouTube channels. So thank you so much for that.
It's my pleasure to be here. Yes, it was very relaxing and smooth conversation. I loved talking to you, and you have a very smooth and sweet voice, I
Thank you.
must say. Okay, and I was just to, you know, see that you quickly picked it and you quickly get ready for the session. Or were you already ready for the session? Did you have sessions today?
No, no, I didn't have today. I just put my daughter to sleep and I was doing a little bit. I recently have started an Instagram page, so I was about to record for that video. Then I
Okay.
saw your message and I thought, okay, actually I've recently learned
Hmm.
this thing that whenever you are getting a good opportunity, you should grab it. So I thought,
Yeah, we should always be ready for the opportunities. We don't know when we can definitely make everything true. So,
yeah,
yes, thank you so much. And it was lovely talking to you again.
likewise. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, you too. Bye bye. Have a great evening ahead.